Why is building trust in the workplace so important? You've heard it, you maybe theoretically believe it, but you're not exactly sure why building trust is so important to move business forward. Well, I've got some answers. Let's get it. Trust serves as a keystone, not only to a healthy business, but also to a healthy culture to move that business forward. But why? In this video, you're going to learn 3 reasons why building trust is imperative in the workplace. From what it can unleash in your workforce, to what it makes possible, and finally, what it can create for leadership. The first reason is that trust unleashes authenticity. One of my favorite definitions of trust is the exchange of value. When we're sharing the best of ourselves, our authentic selves, our ideas and our perspective, that's something that we hold valuable, something that we see as value that we're giving to another. And in exchange, we seek understanding, or at a minimum, the acknowledgement of who we are, or acknowledging the ideas or the perspective that we've shared. This understanding, this acknowledgement, is also value. So it's value exchanged for value. So when trust has been built within yourself and your coworkers, you can freely exchange value, effectively inspiring you to unleash your full authentic self and those around you to unleash theirs as well. Now, I do want to couch this one a little bit because unleashing the fullest expression of yourself, your full authenticity, doesn't give you carte blanche to just act and say and be any way you want to be in the office. I think there's still importance of making sure that your message, your behaviors are tailored so that they're received best by your audience, by your coworkers, by your peers, by your management. Some of the best advice that I ever received was to tailor my personal style in a way that my audience could best receive it. That was from one of my very first managers when I first started in my corporate career. And it's when I was just coming out of college and I was saying and doing things off the cuff. I was wearing whatever I wanted to wear. And so that message was to tailor the personal style. Now, at first, I kind of took offense to that. What do you mean? You telling me not to be me? I'm gonna be me all day long. But it took some time, literally like months, to allow that feedback to sink in. And it really is about understanding what is the core essence of you, your core authenticity, still allowing that to shine, but tailored in a way such that those around you is going to best receive it. And so as you think about unleashing that full authentic self in an environment of complete trust, you still want to be cognizant of how your message, how your way of being might impact those around you. The second reason is that trust makes change possible. One of the common reasons that we found in our research at Change Enthusiasm Global is one of the top reasons around the world that employees resist change is a lack of trust or belief that the change is going to be effective or make any difference at all. When you've nurtured trust in the organization and you present a new change effort or a change initiative, the organization will trust, especially if you give them the why, give them the rationale, will trust that it's the best decision for the organization, for the business moving forward. And that why will have a lot more forgiveness if you're already operating in a culture of very strong trust, that your leaders are always doing what they say they're going to do, and everyone is acting in a way that serves the business and serves the well-being and health of the employees in the workforce. By the way, are you digging this? You getting value? Then click below. Subscribe. I drop videos like this all the time. And when you subscribe, you'll get notified when a new video drops. All right, let's dive back in. The third and final reason is that trust creates the necessary foundation for empathetic leadership. You know, in today's highly turbulent, ever-evolving times where the pace of change, the way that business is evolving just seems to be moving at a more and more rapid speed and a more rapid pace, empathetic leadership, being able to hold space for those in your organization, your peers, your teammates, letting them know that they're valued, hearing how they're managing through the change, managing their work plan is imperative. And I'm practicing that more myself, as well as bringing bringing that know-how, bringing that perspective to clients all over the world. But in order to effectively share your empathy, to effectively have empathetic leadership, from wherever you might sit in your organization, you have to nurture a foundation of trust. Because what you'll find is you'll want to share a bit of empathy, you'll want to hold space and kind of listen to understand an individual, and you'll ask, how are you managing the change? And they might say, oh, I'm fine, or it's fine. And you can tell they're not really fine. Unless you've nurtured that really welcoming environment of trust, that they can trust you to hold that space, that they can get a little bit vulnerable, that it's not going to be turned against them, and that they have that trust in you, then you're not really going to be able to have the fruit of what empathetic leadership can bring. And so it's so important that you're nurturing that trust such that you can share your empathy from wherever you sit in the organization. So speaking of building trust and leading others through change and growth throughout your business or your organization, I've got something else for you, and it's for free. I actually want to share a snippet of a keynote message that I did to an organization going through tremendous change, a lot of market disruption and internal change. And I want to share the portion of the keynote message where I'm sharing insights as well as data behind leading and inspiring others through their growth and through change. And it's yours today for free. All you got to do is click the link below. I want to make sure you have the research, the data, and the insights to successfully fuel your growth through your greatest change challenges. I'm Cassandra Worthy, and until we meet again, keep growing and keep rocking.